Well, out of the woods and past the bottle dump, we go down here and see what the creek is all about. They got more concrete bags they laid down there decades ago. So I can do this with only my balance. All right. Fish magnet goes there. Empty water bottle goes there. Hat comes off the head. Bedroll goes down there. And gentle running little stream going into a pond of mosquito infested larvae bottles. Backpack goes down there. I carried out them 2 Coca-Cola bottles and that Dr. Pepper bottle and that little tiny bottle. I left the tank behind. Figured I didn't want it. Let me see what I can do. I like doing this. I like unclogging old dams. Oh, but this one ain't gonna happen. I ain't going nowhere. I thought I'd give it a shot. Get all this water here filtered out. I already find a bunch of man's garbage down here. It's like an old fence or something right there. Yeah, that's an old fence right down there that's been washed out by the floods. Man's mistake of not realizing where he's supposed to put his borders, because, well, honestly, man don't have any borders, do they? Neither does nature. And that's old chain link fence, old 5-foot high fence. I got plenty of land out here to go forage around on. See what we can do about walking past all this stuff right here. I know this right here is slippery. That will put me on my butt. That's clay right there. Guarantee there's clay right there. And that will put you on your butt faster than you can spell butt. Next thing you know, you'll be smelling your own butt. Let's see here. Well, that's the best way to navigate. Reckon move that one out from the way. Move those out of the way. Move over that, step over that, step over this. Oh, didn't quite make it all the way over. There we go. Oh, I got tree branches down the back of the neck here. So this here's the flood plains right here. This is where all the trash will wash out from the banks, and then they'll end up in these little flood plains out here. You don't have to worry about the fence down through here. Looks like all we got left is posts. Haven't seen any snakes, thankfully. Oh, I got leaves in the hair. Oh. Let's see what's going on out here. See if we can't find something. If I find anything, I'll holler at you. That's why I do what I do. That's why I do what I do. Oh yeah. Oh, it was bleeding here a little bit ago. I just grabbed hold of a fistful of thorns and I just went through some bloody stuff right there. Hope that don't gross y'all out then. Well, you can clearly see here that the beavers have made their light work on building themselves a dam out here. These 2 culverts right there, and got this line running through there. I don't know what kind of line that is. It's maybe a water line, I guess. There's some gas over here, possibly some natural gas over here. Go on. Go on. That's solid. Look, look. Prints. Probably some dogs, most likely. Most likely some dogs. More puppies out here. This is where Hollywood scary movies start out at. When you read that sign right there. Danger, keep out. Unauthorized personnel only. You don't read the back of the sign. It says toxic water. Anything in there? Anything in there at all? I bet there is. But that's where that pot of gold's hiding. What do you think? There we go. Well, this is where the creek ends or begins. I guess it begins further up that way somewhere and it ends out yonder somewhere. Oh, look at there. They left the gate open for me. How nice of them. See if we can't walk through here. Walk back to the woods. So I've come to the beginning of the creek. Well, not quite the beginning yet, huh? Somewhere in the middle, you reckon? There you go. Yeah, puppy's been running through here. This must be their way. I will tell you earlier, I didn't get them on video, but there was 3 dogs that ran through here. I saw a big black one, and I saw a little, probably 25, 30 pound white one, and I saw another one, I think it was brown. See, that's what you get. That's all thorns right there. All thorns right there. That felt good. See, there's the creek right there. And if I can step on over there. It's safer on this side or the safer on the other side, I don't know. If it's a possibility, if I can try not to fall down in there. I don't want that to be me next. Oh, that don't. It's already cracking. You already cracked, didn't you? Huh? Cracking, cracking. I ain't gonna trust that right now. Wherever. I'm gonna walk on through the woods. See what's out here in the creek. If anything at all. See anything sticking out of the banks. Whatever. Because none of us ever know what secrets people have taken to the grave with them. I'm still talking softly like there's a house around me or something. What's that? Is that a hot dog? It's like a hot dog. I don't know. It's just a piece of hose. That's all it is. Looks like a hot dog though, don't it? I wonder if I can't just go ahead and walk down in there if there's not anything up in here. I'll holler at you and let you know if I find anything. Well, it looks like I've come across the fence here. I'm going to leave my little walking stick up there. Let's see what we can do. Can we get through there? Yeah, we can get through there. Just don't want to catch myself on these little things right here. You know, these right here. Where you at? Right there. I don't want to catch my back on those. That'll hurt. It looks like somebody has already cut this out. I'm tired of all the tree branches. Oh, I've already caught my shirt on that. Happy it's my shirt, not my skin. Oh, got my t-shirt. There we go. Just happy it's my t-shirt, not my skin. That's for sure. I'm happy you guys are along with me on this little creek adventure right here. I look for bottles and pottery and arrowheads, and if I can find some broken pieces of dishes, that would be a telltale sign that there is something upstream to find. I don't know if that's going to be the only thing we'll find out here or not. I'm going to pocket it. See, these little rocky places like this right here is a great place to look for arrowheads and things. It's what I've learned from watching other people on YouTube. Adventures Archaeology, Exploring Alabama, Nugget Noggin, Aqua Tigger, to name a few. You guys go check out their channels if you're into this kind of stuff, if you're into adventure and the not knowing. I don't know what's down here. Don't see anything. Really jumping out at me, saying, hey Doug, come over here. Sometimes you can tell by the sound. You hear a clink sound. It could be a broken piece of bottle, it could be an arrowhead, it could be some old flint. Could be a mercury dime. Just don't know what's out here in these woods. So I'm gonna turn the video off again and let you guys know if I find anything cool. I just pulled this slicker out of the sand down there. I just saw the bottom of it sticking out. It is a screw top. It is not a cork top like I'm hoping to find. This may be a cough medicine. It might be a liquor. I don't know. I think it is a liquor bottle. It's cool though. It's coming out with me. Get all this sand out from inside there. I'll get a stick or something jammed down inside there and get all this muck out. If I find anything else, I'll let you know. Well, right there's some evidence that there's some old stuff upstream. That's kind of modern day. It might be 1960s, 1970s brown glass. Found some milk glass. Found the bottom to a flask, most likely. Oh, beyond that, that's probably 1950s, 1960s. Now I looked up here and I saw this jar right here. That's quite possibly from 1970s. Peanut butter jar or mayonnaise jar or one or the other. So there is something here. That, see there, still got the paper on it right there. So that's probably Jif peanut butter. Oh, look at there. Look at there. Look. I take it in here. I'm going to drop this one right here. The one I'm going to save. Drop it there. I ain't got all the sand out of it yet. Let's take it in here to the water down here and see what this old jar here is like. That looks like a Jif peanut butter jar, don't it? Oh, it's plastic. It's plastic. It fooled me. It's totally plastic. Yeah, there's Jif peanut butter. It's totally plastic. How about that? It fooled me. I'm going to toss that one up there. I'm going to grab mine, take it out of here. I'm going to continue on walking up to here. I see a high bank over here, all the way around through there. I'll walk there and look carefully and diligently and see if I can find anything. The deer have been here. I see one on the bank over there. I'm going to toss mine over there. That way I know I'm going over there. I see one on the bank right there. Let's see what this bottle is over here. See if it's an old one or modern day new one. Praying this not going to be plastic, but it's glistening like it's glass. But I've been fooled before, so ever so gracefully make my way over here. Let's see if I can step down here. Yeah, that's good. I'd like to look down in here as well too, because you don't know what's under all these brushes and leaves and things here. Is brushes a thing? Is brushes a plural of brush? He brushes his teeth. Look at there, found Found a croc. Found a croc in the creek. Good grab. Oh, it's modern day twist top whiskey. Had to find out what it was though. It looks slicker than nothing. Twist top, something other, modern day. Well, I say modern day, the last 20 or 30 years. Yeah. Getting attacked by the thorns again. There we go. Yep, rest assured. Came back over here and got tangled up in these wild rose thorns and briars and stickers and things that would cause me harm. There we go. I got my slicker right here. My slicker liquor. My liquor slicker. I got my foot free from all that mess. Guys, I reckon the railroad tracks is right up that way. The sun's starting to melt into the horizon, and I am hot and sweaty, messy and bloody right now. But I really do want to continue this adventure and see what else is out here in the jungle. You're in the jungle, baby. You're gonna sweat and bleed. Oh boy. Had some Mexican food earlier and it's coming back on me. Through the top side, not the bottom side. Alright, well I found one bottle out here. I ain't gonna find nothing else, I don't reckon. I don't know. Hold on. Hold on. Don't talk too quick. Talk too fast. You might make a mistake. What we got up here? Part of a Mountain Dew, betcha. Oh. I bet you that's off of Mountain Dew. I don't know who that is. It's got some writings on it. I'll wash it up here and let you know. Well, I reckon that barcode right there is a dead giveaway. It's nothing old. It's 1970s or newer. No doubt it's a Mountain Dew bottle. So, I'm gonna walk in here and see what else I can find. I'm on to something. You see these two pieces right here? I'm gonna let them go. This piece right here, this is the stuff I look for. Anything that's got intricate design, words. It's got design on the inside and the outside. No doubt that was a teacup back in the day. That's a neat little piece. I'm gonna keep on going forward here and see if I can find something else. Them two blank pieces right there, I ain't gonna save them. Let's see what this is right here. I can tell by the thickness of the glass a lot of times. And that's definitely a screw top. Well, I don't know that. No, that's not a screw top at all. That is definitely a cork top. Off of some kind of little medicine bottle. Maybe an aspirin bottle or something back in the day. I'll holler at you and let you know what I find. I haven't went anywhere. Is that a tooth? What is that? Huh? Wow, look at that. It's got a big old cut up the back of it right there. I want that to be a prehistoric tooth. That's what I want that to be. Let's see what's all down here in the rock bar. I'll holler at you in a little bit. One thing about it, the treasures are getting bigger further upstream I go from here. And we got this big old pine tree that decided it didn't want to be alive anymore, so I figured it would go ahead and go back into the dirt from which it came. So I'm gonna leave that right there. Found that bottle, found some broken pieces of dishes, found that Mountain Dew bottle out there. Of course, that Mountain Dew wasn't none too old. I'd like to drain this and take that out, but I don't have a tool with me to do that except for these things, and I'm not that desperate right now to find treasure. I'm gonna make my way over this tree right here. There we go. All right, I'll catch you in a little bit. It seems to me that I have stumbled upon my second dump of the day out here in the woods. You see the old tire right there. I got this metal piece over there. I have no idea what that bugger is right there. No clue. No clue. Looks like something important, so I thought I'd just leave it alone. It didn't say NASA on it, which was good. Well, maybe good. If it did say NASA on it, I reckon I'd be a multi-millionaire, wouldn't I? Just drag it on out of here and sell it back to the government. I came down here to see what the condition of this piece of glass is right here. Let's see what this one is. Oh, that's a coffee jar. That's like Folgers or something like that. Coffee jar from back in the 1970s. That's not too old. Tossed up there. Someone else comes through here, they're like, oh yeah, there's been somebody here. And you see these banks right here. I see them glistening with glass. That's a window glass right there is what that is. Right there. Right up through here. That's where all the bottles have been washing out from. Guarantee it. See, I can go right over here. Second. Oh, that's a spider web. What's this? Oh, that's just a rock or a root or something. It's a rock and root. We've got it right here. Oh crap, my foot just fell. My foot just sunk a foot. My foot sunk a foot. Gotta watch out for them wet leaves down there. I don't know what's under my feet. So I have to watch every step. I don't know what this one here is. Oh, there's a Coca-Cola bottle right there, guys. I found me a full Coke. Holy cow. Holy cow. I found me a full Coke. Neato. I'll let you know what it is here in a minute. You guys will not believe this at all, but you have to believe it because it's right there on the bottom of the bottle. I'm here in northern Arkansas. No, I'm sorry, I'm in southern Arkansas. I have to think about it. My geography here. I'm in southern Arkansas, not too far from the Louisiana state line, maybe 20 or 30 miles from the Louisiana state line. This bottle right here, guys, came all the way from Traverse City, Michigan. All the way down from Traverse City, Michigan, to end up in this creek for me to find and me to discover from 1,000 miles away. I'll Google it here and find out exactly how far Traverse City is from here. Well, I was right, guys. It's 1,050 miles from here to Traverse City, and that bottle has been sitting out here in this dump since before the barcodes. That bottle's been out here for 60, 70 years. That bottle's been out here just waiting for me to find it. And I found myself at Traverse City, Michigan, Coca-Cola bottle in southern Arkansas. How neat is that? What else is out here? You know, I find these quite often out in the woods. And I often have to wonder who and why. And what were they watching? Who and why? And what were they watching? Who sat there in that chair? Why did they put that chair in that spot? Why did they put it in that spot right there? When did they put this chair here? That's an old steel chair. Look at the leg, how far deep into the ground. That leg is deep into the ground, about 3 inches. You see the other leg right here is still totally above the ground. You can see how the earth is slowly taking this chair back. Who, why, and when. But we already know where. Leave a comment. Okay, I just stumbled upon something else over here in the woods. I see a couple of cinder blocks right there, pieces of cinder blocks right there. Little fallen, couple of dead fallen trees over there. Maybe it's one fallen tree and the other piece is just connected to it. There's a block foundation right there. Y'all remember back out there, I think it was in around the Muscle Shoals area out there where I found those steps in the woods. I get a picture of those steps in the woods. Remember finding those steps in the woods before? Got a big old concrete foundation, poured concrete foundation right here for something. Got a little partition right there in the middle. So it's been subdivided, which I guess that must be the smaller part and this must be the larger part here. I don't know why that's there and what was there before. I wasn't here back then. There's a piece off of their stove right there. Here's a beer bottle. Nope, I thought that was a mushroom when I first seen it. It looked like a mushroom. And I thought it was a deer shit. It's just a piece of wood. There's a piece of there. That's an old gas pipe right there, or maybe they're old plumbing. Then you look right over here. Wait, there's more trash, more bottles, more electronics, things over here. There's a bunch of beer bottles right there. Some beer bottles ain't none too old. There's some sort of electronics, something other right there. Is that an old cassette player? What is that? You know what that? Oh, I know what that is. That's a drive-in speaker. Nope, it's not a drive-in speaker. That's a television. That's an old school television right there. That is neat. Look at that. Holy cow. Getting drunk while watching television. Here we go. There we go. Alright, get a little picture of that. There we go. Wow, watching some drunk TV. Maybe you're the sober one. Maybe the television is just drunk, you reckon? This is what I wanted to come over here and see. Some more steps and a patio right here. Wonder if there was a flood and washed everything away down to here. There's this one. And then that's two sets of steps in the woods that nature will take over, reclaim. Here's another set of steps in the woods right here. Going over here. Well, I don't know if that's a set of steps or if that was an old chimney fireplace back in the day. Then there's oh, this was the entrance. This was an entrance to some place that used to be back here back in the day. But they had statuettes or something that stood on top of that. Huh? You know, the big old lions or, you know, giraffes or dinosaurs. Tigers, dogs, werewolves. Who knows? Goblins and gargoyles. That's kind of neat. That kind of telltales that there used to be something right back in there. You come back to the woods that haven't been tampered with by man for a long time. You go out and look for the old trees. And that tree right there is once a sprout. And look at the size of that one right there. That's a mammoth tree right there. Is that a giant oak tree right there? I don't know. I don't know my trees that well. I should. I should. If you know the type of tree that is, holler at me in the comments. Leave us a timestamp, if you will. Tell me what kind of tree that is. That way I'll know in the future. That's neat. Found some beer bottles. There's some concrete padding right there too. So steps over there, right there. Maybe a house used to stand right here. It's a foundation to something right here. It zigzags and goes back out yonder way. Goes up against some steps over there. One set of steps and an entranceway to the house. Neato. Alright. What else is that here? Maybe this was a garage or something back in the day, you reckon? Cool. Alright guys, I'm going to get off the video and let you know if I find something else. Okay, back to where I started from. The railroad tracks here are loaded up with quartz rocks. I wish I could just get me a big old 5-gallon bucket full of that quartz. I am going to sit down here, drink some water, take my bottles out of my pockets. Don't break it. Okay. I'm going to wash that one out. Wash that one out in a minute and I don't know, maybe walk downstream, see what's going on down there. Already been upstream, yeah, a few hundred yards, so it's been a couple hours. It's had some advantages to it, that's for sure. These miles out here have been amazing to me. Hope you guys enjoy the videos. Like, subscribe, and don't forget to color in that bell. Make that bell a white color instead of having a perimeter around that bell on the subscribe button. That way, next time I post a video, y'all be able to know that, well, I posted a video. Talk to y'all later. Have yourself a great day and get out there and adventure, because you never know what you're going to find.